There we are. All right, well, I want to welcome everyone to our call today. Our call is going to be all about the new kits, the UpStart bonus, or the UpStart program, and the training bonus. And these are tools that I'm so thrilled that Uppercase Living is able to offer you, because these tools really give you the opportunity to grow your business and also be able to engage somebody else in theirs and help them to grow theirs. And I have to tell you that recruiting is one of the most favorite parts of my business when I was in the field. I absolutely loved offering somebody else the opportunity that someone offered me. Now, it wasn't always that way. I remember when I first started, I was a little afraid of being pushy, right? But the point where it totally changed in my business was where I realized that recruiting is not something you do to someone, it's what you do for someone. And to this day, I still send a thank you note to the person who recruited me into the Pamper Chef every holiday season, thanking her for the opportunity that she gave me. Because she was not selfish and she did offer me that opportunity, it totally changed the trajectory of my life. And gosh, I just think to myself, what if she hadn't offered it to me? Where would I be? So we want to look at recruiting as a gift, as something we offer to someone. All right, let's get started here. All right. There we go. Okay. All right, new starter kits. So the first thing that we have is we are going to talk about our brand new starter kits. So we have 3 choices now that you get to offer your brand new demonstrators. Choice number 1 is our Uppercase Elite Kit. Choice number 2, our Uppercase Executive Kit. And then choice number 3, our Uppercase Essentials Kit. So let's go through each kit now. Choice number 1, okay, the Elite Starter Kit. So the value of this kit is $745, and the investment is $299, which is a 60% savings. This kit is for the person who's joining because she really wants a business, and she plans to hold 4 to 6 or more open houses per month. This person wants to earn an income of $500 to $1,000 or more per month. Let's take a look at what's in these kits. All right, so you can see there that we have the jewelry kit. We've got a car window decal, an easel. We've got accessories. We've got the color swatch. We've got catalogs. We've got some business supplies, the bottle of mist. You'll notice that we've got the 3 demo for a dozen kits, and you'll notice that we have those throughout all of the kits. We've got some vinyl for product displays, some sample words, a carry-all tote, and then they get their premium website for the first year included in this kit. So it really is very, very rich in the contents. All right, so that was our Elite Kit, which is the best value. Choice number 2 is the Uppercase Executive Kit. Now this has a value of $405, and the investment is $199, which is a 40% savings. This kit choice is for the person who is going to work the business part-time, or I would say 2 to 3 open houses per month. This person is looking to earn about $500 a month. This kit is also for the person who maybe wants, you know, more of a business, but maybe she just can't afford that $299 kit. So this is a good second choice for her. So let's take a look at what's in that kit. We have, you can see the car window decal, the easel, some accessories, the color swatch book. What's not in this one is the jewelry. So we've got some catalogs, business forms, the bottle of Mystic. Again, you'll see the 3 demo for a dozen kits, right? That's what can get everybody started immediately. Custom sample words. And then they also get the premium website for the first year. So that's our Executive Starter Kit. All right, choice number 3 is called our Uppercase Essentials Kit. So this kit is kind of a soft step into Uppercase Living. The value of this kit is $175, and the investment is $99, which is a 20% savings. Now this person is somebody who wants to be a part of Uppercase Living, maybe for the fun of it, or maybe she only wants to do 1 or 2 open houses per month. So she's kind of a little more hesitant. Let's take a look and see what's in this kit. You can see we've got some catalogs. We've got some business forms. We've got the 3 demo for a dozen kit. So again, this kit will allow her to get started in her business. And then she also gets her premium website for the first year. So those are our 3 kits. So now let's talk about how you're going to use these kits and create interest for joining Uppercase Living. Well, the first place you want to do it is at your open houses, right? And how do we create excitement or create interest? Well, we have to get excited about it. Remember, every time you present Uppercase Living, you are sharing 3 different products. You're sharing the actual physical products, the vinyl expressions. You're sharing our hosting opportunity. And you're sharing our earning opportunity. And what we have to do to create interest is we have to fall in love with all 3 of those products. And I know you love the actual physical products because you probably wouldn't be a part of this company if you weren't. So now what we have to do is we have to fall in love with our hosting opportunity, which hopefully you already have. And now today it's about learning how to fall in love with our earning opportunity. Because ladies, it's just going to keep getting richer and richer, I can tell you. So how do you start that interest? Well, the first thing that you want to do at your open house is when you're introducing yourself, you always want to share your why. Why did you join Uppercase Living? Why does it matter to you? Why do you think it matters to others? And why are you still here? So share that. You know, as women, we like to connect with other women. It's what we do. You know, men could really care less almost about who's in front of the room. They don't need that connection with them, but women, we do. And so we want to make sure that we're sharing who we are, why we think what we do is important, and why we love it. The next way to create interest is to share a product that's in the Elite Kit. So as you're talking about your vinyl expressions, you might share one that comes in the Elite Kit, and you can say something simple. Don't you just love this product right here? Look what I've done with it, or look at some examples of how you can use it. And oh, by the way, this is actually one of the expressions that comes in your Uppercase Elite Kit. And I'd love to tell you more about our kits, which we'll talk about later. So basically what you do is you just kind of plant the seed so that you create interest, because that's what we're looking for, right? We're not looking for people to wrap our arms around us and sign on the dotted line, not there. Although if that happens, awesome. But most people, what you want to do is you just want to create a little bit of interest so that they want to ask for more information. Okay, so we've got share your why. We've got share products that come in the kit. And then the third thing is you want to keep it simple. We want to make our job not only look fun and profitable, but we want it to be fun and profitable. So if you're putting on a whole presentation that somebody out there can't duplicate, you're not going to get anybody really wanting to learn more about Uppercase Living. So keep it fun, but keep it simple. That's a big thing. We want to be duplicable. Okay, the second way to create interest is while your host is coaching. So while you're on the phone with that person or you're meeting them for coffee and your host is coaching them through their open house and you've gotten through all the who to invite and how to invite, the next thing that you want to do is you want to ask them about joining Uppercase Living. As a demonstrator, it's actually your job to ask. It's their job to say yes or no. So what I used to do is once I was done with all the invitation and the catalog part of my call, I would say, okay, Lisa, I have one more thing to ask you, because I actually wouldn't be doing my job as an Uppercase demonstrator if I didn't ask you this question. But have you ever had any interest in joining Uppercase Living as a demonstrator? And then you give her time to say yes or no. Now, if she says yes, great, schedule that recruiting interview. Most of them say no. And so when she says no, you say, oh, thank you, I appreciate your honesty. But here's the deal, Lisa. I'm going to get bookings at your open house, and I would love to give you those bookings to help you start your business. So I just want to plant the seed today and give you maybe a week or two to think about it, and we'll talk about it more once I get to your open house. But I did want to invite you to think more about being a part of Uppercase Living. So remember, it's your job to ask. It's their job to say yes or no. All right, and then the third place that we want to create interest is during a recruiting interview. Now, Teresa Ferrari was the demonstrator who was with me in our recruiting workshop at Celebration, and she did a marvelous job. But one of the things that she had that I thought was so brilliant was she had a recruiting questionnaire. And I believe that she's loaded it up on the Facebook uppercase living page. But on this questionnaire, there were 2 questions that I thought amazing. I just love them. The first one was, how much would you like to make? So this is a sheet that she uses to kind of organize her thoughts during a recruiting interview, and it looks like she fills, in the information. But when you ask somebody how much they want to make, this is going to give you a really good opportunity to then suggest which kit might be best for her, right? So she's got a spot there for high amount and low amount. So if somebody were to say, well, I want to make $1,000 a month, right there, a ding should go off in your head, and you're immediately thinking, okay, elite kit. And then the next question is, how many days / nights, weeks / hours could you devote to your business? Because this is important too, because if she wants to make $1,000 a month, but she really only has 5 hours a week to spend on her business, that kind of gives you the opportunity to add a little reality into her, her dream and goal by saying, well, we might want to be able, if you want to make $1,000 a month, we might need to increase the time that you're going to need to spend on your business. But the point of these questions is, it gives you a great opportunity to suggest which kit is going to work best for her, and then to guide her and support her into starting her business. So I really want to thank Teresa Ferrari for this form, because it's awesome. Because our job as a recruiter is to help people decide which kit is going to be best for them. Right, so that's how we create interest. Let's move on to the next one, which is our training bonus. So as an uppercase living recruiter and trainer, you're now going to be reimbursed when your new person purchases either an uppercase executive or elite kit. And then you're going to be rewarded once they've hit level 2 of the UpStart program. So basically, uppercase living just gave you an opportunity to give yourself a raise. Who doesn't love that? So let's take a look here at our table. I'm going to walk you through it so we make sure that there isn't any confusion. Okay, you'll see that first kit up there on the top is the $299 kit, which is our elite kit. When you have a new team member purchase the elite kit, you're going to get a training bonus. So your bonus is going to be $20. Okay? Then when that new demonstrator submits $1,200 in retail sales, day 1 to 45 of her UpStart program, you're going to receive an additional $80. So right away there, you've got an extra $100 coming your way. Then when we go down to the next kit, you see it's $199. So when she signs on that dotted line, you're going to receive a $10 bonus. And then when she submits $1,200 in retail sales, or which would be earning the UpStart 2 program, day 1 through 45, you're going to receive a $40 bonus. So that total would be $50. And then the $99 kit has no training bonus awarded. But here's the great news, everybody. July is double training bonus month. So what does that mean to you? That means that when you share uppercase living with somebody and she decides to purchase the $299 kit and she turns in that $1,200 in retail sales, she gets in business right away, you're not going to earn $100, you're going to earn $200. So very, very exciting here. The month of July, you have the opportunity to increase your income. And I know school starts in August, and I'll tell you what, I remember how much school starting used to cost me, with school supplies and school clothes. What a great way to add to your family budget in the month of July. But that means you have got to start getting into action and hold those recruiting interviews. Share uppercase living. Share the amazing things we have going on. Don't let it get away from you. Okay, so let's talk about how you're going to maximize this program. So you can see that there's some need to get your person up and moving quickly. You want to get them started right away. You want to encourage her to have her own launch party, I would say 10 to 14 days after she signed her agreement. Because how many of you signed up to be unsuccessful? Raise your hand. Right. I mean, I know you're on mute, so you can't raise your hand, but I know nobody did, right? So the thing that stops people from being successful in this business is usually their fear. They sign the agreement, they get all excited, they go home, a couple of people go, what? What are you doing? Right? So then the doubt set in, the insecurity set in, and then their fear sets in, and then pretty soon they're not moving. Well, here's the thing. Action is the superhero that defeats that villain called fear each and every time. So we want to get them into action right away. Get that launch party scheduled immediately. If she lives near you, and it takes a while to get her kit, maybe you can offer, your stuff for her to help her get started. But 10 to 14 days is a great time frame. And then don't let her just schedule that launch open house. Have her also get on the phone and invite people to be one of her first 6 hostesses. And I would say we want to get those scheduled within her first 45 days, 6. Because we know, are all 6 of those going to hold? Probably not. And our job is to set her up for success. So we don't want to just count on the launch open house. We also want to get into action, help her get into action, and get her started. So some other things that you can do to maximize this program is to train and support her. Take her to one of your open houses, which means you need to have open houses on the books. Because as a leader/recruiter, you set the example. What you do is going to be what your team does. So it's important that we all have consistent businesses. So take her to one of your open houses, maybe give her a part to play in the open house so she kind of feels like, she's getting her feet a little wet. Remember to keep it simple. We want our job to be duplicable. We don't want it to be difficult. So keep it simple. You want to schedule one-on-one calls with her. Don't fly by the seat of your pants with your new person. Remember, when she asked to be a part of your team, she essentially hired you to help her get what she wants. And as her recruiter and leader, it's really your job. So even though she's probably going to be calling you constantly with questions, at least that's what we always hope for, right? Because it means people are working. Schedule them, one a week for maybe the first, 45 or 60 days, just as a touch base, as a way for you to feel connected to her, as a way for you to coach her, train her, support her. And then get her connected to other uppercase living demonstrators as well. Introduce her to your upline, introduce her to your sideline, introduce her to other team members. Make sure you're inviting her to team meetings and regional events, and then get her on that Facebook page. Great place for connecting. You want her to know that, yes, she's in business for herself, but she's not in business by herself. And that's really, really important in our business because we really are a business of relationships. Okay, so that's all about our training bonus program. And remember, July is double training bonus month. Don't let that slip through your fingers. I know in my house, if I left money on the table, it would disappear. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. So don't leave the money laying on the table, ladies. All right, moving on. Our improved UpStart program. So this enhanced new demonstrator program awards those who get into action and get their business started right away. And remember, this is so important. When someone joins your team, she's hired you to help her get what she wants. And we, as a recruiter, need to know what that is. And then we want to be able to tell her how to do that. So one of the first things you want to do is you want her to understand exactly how this program works. You want to map out for her on her calendar what days are the most important days to pay attention to. So let's go through our awards table here. All right, so 30 days is UpStart 1. So from the day she signs, or from the day the kit ships to 30 days, that is her UpStart 1. So when she submits $500 in retail sales, she's going to earn $100 product credit. Okay? The next line to look at is 45 days. So day 1 through 45 is going to be her UpStart 2. So when she submits $1,200 in retail sales, she is going to earn an additional $250 product credit. Now you as her upline/recruiter, you're going to earn a $25 supply credit. So again, Uppercase Living is saying, hey, thanks for supporting this person. We're going to give you even more of a bonus for training and supporting your team member. Okay, and then we have our 60 days, which is UpStart 3. So you'll see that it's $1,200 in retail sales. Now it's not an additional $1,200, it is the original $1,200, but here in UpStart 3, she will have signed one new team member. Okay? And when she does that, she's going to get a $250 product credit plus $25 in supply credit. And then you as her upline is going to get a $25 supply credit. So all in all in this program, which I think is extremely rich, your new demonstrator has the opportunity to earn $600 in product credit plus $25 in supply credit, and you $50 in supply credit. So it's really, really a win-win here. Just love that about this program. So let's take a look at a few examples. Okay, so example number one. Let's say your new team member earns UpStart 1 by selling $700 in her first 30 days. Okay, she's gotten into action, she's excited, she's earning money. So here's an example of what she earns. She is going to get that commission base rate, 25% of $175. She's going to get a volume bonus of 4%, $28, and she's going to get her UpStart 1, which is product credit, of $100. So the total retail value of awards earned for that new demo in 30 days is $303. Now, some of you might be sitting out there thinking to yourself, yeah, but that product credit, it's really not cash. So can we really call it, that? And absolutely you can, because here's what I know. I know that all of you joined Uppercase Living, and when you did, you reached into your family budget and you purchased Vinyl Expressions, which took money out of your family budget. So what Uppercase Living here is doing is they're giving product credit to the new person so that she doesn't have to reach into that family budget, which is then what? Adding to her family budget. That's right. So it may not be cash, but it is absolutely dollars to her. Very exciting. Okay, let's look at example number 2. The new demo earns UpStart number 2 by selling $12.50 in 45 days. The commission base rate there is $312.50. Her volume bonus has moved up to 5%, which is $62.50. Her UpStart 1 product credit is $100. Her UpStart 2 is $250. So the total retail value of awards earned is $725. Now, one of the things I want to point out here is these UpStart 1, 2, and 3 are separate from each other. So let's say you have somebody join and something happens, life happens, and she can't earn UpStart 1. But then she jumps into the game and she earns UpStart 2. She absolutely can. So you don't have to earn UpStart 1 to earn UpStart 2 to earn UpStart 3. You can earn all of them. You can earn 2 of them. You can earn 1 of them. Okay? So that's very important to know as well. Example number 3, our new demonstrator earns UpStart 1, 2, and 3 by selling $12.50 in 60 days, and she recruits 1 who invests in the $299 kit. Look how much she earns there. So we've got our base rate of $312.50, 5% volume bonus. We've got our UpStart 1 product credit, UpStart 2 product credit, UpStart 3 product credit, UpStart 3 supply credit, and then we have a training bonus of $20. So now her total retail value of awards earned for 60 days is $1,020. This is such an incredibly rich program. I guarantee you there is somebody sitting out there with every open house that you do who could use this in their life, not just because of what you bring as an Uppercase Living demonstrator, but of what you now can earn. So, so rich. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how you're going to maximize this program. Again, the message is the same. Get your new demonstrator started right away. And then you want to train and support her. Show her this earning opportunity. Show her how you make money. Show her the comp plan. Show her the UpStart bonus. Show her the training bonus. Get her in the game right away. You want to make sure that you're doing a new demonstrator training. So are you doing one? Is your upline doing one? Somebody's got to be training this person. She's counting on you to help her, right? You want to train her on the different ways that you've learned to fill your schedule. You want to ask her, how many open houses does she have scheduled? Are you feeling challenged? Help her with that. Ask her if she's making time for recruiting interviews. If 1 in 10 say yes, well, she needs to talk to 10 people, right? And you can do recruiting interviews over the phone. You can do them live and in person. It's absolutely your choice, but you can do them. And then you want to ask her if she's listened or watched any training on the UL Express. Make sure you send her there, teach her how to navigate that area. Schedule those one-on-one calls with her, right? Stay connected to her. Again, let her know, yes, you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. Very important there. Okay, so that ends our learning part here of our call. I'm going to unmute everybody so that we have time for Q&A. So if you have background noise, please hit *6 on your phone if you haven't already, so that we minimize the background noise. Or if you have a mute key on your phone, you can hit that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and unmute all. All right, here we are. So who has a question they'd like to ask about any one of the 3 programs I just discussed?
Hey, Susie, one question
Yes.
that was there in the chat has to do with the contents of the $99 kit. And I don't know if Jeff is on the line with us, but the question was the color swatch book. And
yeah, I'm here, Dan.
The question was, is the color swatch book included in the $99 kit?
No, I was just talking to Cassie, and that was not included. I think we may have had that on one of the documents that went out, and we'll need to update that.
Okay.
Good catch. I think that's where that question might have originated.
Okay.
Okay, good. Anybody else have any comments, any questions they'd like to ask? Go ahead and unmute yourself. Remember, if you hit *6 earlier to ask the question, you have to hit *6 to come back on the call, or hit your mute key.
And I'm looking at the chat as well to see if any come in that way.
Okay, good. All right. Well, it sounds like we don't have any questions. What I'd like to highly suggest that you do is get on the phone. Start inviting people to learn more about Uppercase Living. This is such a rich, rich program, and these 3 especially, we've introduced for you to use as tools to grow your business, but also to engage somebody in theirs and help them grow theirs. You know, right now, there are so many companies that are laying people off or decreasing salaries, but Uppercase Living is giving you the opportunity to increase yours. And they're giving it to you all over the place. So take advantage of it, especially this month with our double training bonus month. Don't leave money laying on the table, because guess what? It won't be there if you do. Take advantage of it. Add to somebody else's life while you're adding to yours as well. So with that, I'm going to end this call today. I hope everybody has a great week. Talk to you.
Thank you all.